Started quicker than I would hope.
Well, one would certainly hope for that.
Oh, we're getting readies. We're good. And I think that means that the false start of not long ago should be fixed. So
we got to play the hype music again. That's just how everything, you have to build it up again.
Joe, you said you've been singing. Off you go.
I can't do that. You know, I'm not that musical. Maybe we'll get the flute out. ESL theme song. Here we are. Pistol getting underway. FaZe Clan going to be starting on that T side. broky equipping himself with some utility, a smoke and a Molotov for him and for fnatic. It is going to be everybody apart from mezii on Kevlar. He'll have a smoke flash HE. We'll see what FaZe have up their sleeve in this pistol round.
Well, it's exactly the same as they ran out the gates in the previous here, and it was looking like a passive stance from FaZe. You can see Rain and broky to deal with any second mid-aggression. Twist is going to tuck himself in towards logs early. Carrigan has a flash in his hands in case he gets pushed. And I'll help out Twist if necessary. And Romps with the P250. Do you know anybody who wants to show themselves top mid? First 30 seconds of the round have gone past, and there has not been a biff or a battle anywhere. They're just feeling each other out early here. And, wow, if they regroup for a B execute, as we do have our first point of contact, could be looking good for the swift execute into the site. But back up towards mid they go. Two smokes, the flash and the molly. Lots of options here. A long smoke, a moto smoke, molly towards the pit position, and a flash and go could be nice.
We'll see if smooya can deal with this. They're going to start coming up the short side. Alex has got Crims alongside of him as well. So numbers here for fnatic. Let's see if they can deal with this onslaught of FaZe players as they try and burst their way through short. It is Alex who holds the bunks for just a moment, but he's still going to deal with more. smooya in the site gets away with one. And now it is Alex at the back of the site that FaZe have to try and deal with. Finally, it is Carrigan leading by example, getting that kill back. And that bomb will go down. fnatic into the Brollan and mezii retake attempt. Carrigan already with two in the round. He's got Twist, one of the sharpest weapons he's got. And with the headshot, it has put mezii into the 1 versus 2. He'll try and get forward, but Carrigan's smart reposition deeper into the site has allowed FaZe Clan the pistol.
It's a very deep smoke that mezii just threw there. You've seen Alexi being thrown this one. Actually, it's been pretty common for a lot of time on that retake coming in through Moto, dropping the smoke to give you an avenue to peel into the site. That one was a bit deeper for mezii, and it was handled there by Twist. Now, we need to talk about Twist's on the T side of Overpass we just saw. He really started to heat up on the T side. That's where he came alive. The CT side wasn't too much needed of him, but on the T side, he was an absolute force to be reckoned with. So let's see if that continues here into the force fight of fnatic in round number 2. UMP for Alex, Deagles for 3, and smooya there on the CZ75. Deep nade down, lick of damage done. Just going to chip away at broky slightly. Hanging around behind the molly, and Rain actually catches smooya there on the jiggle. Floating with danger there a little bit, smooya, as they do now smoke out top mid. Utility used top banana as well, and key from FaZe here to bait this out early. These smokes, you want them to be deployed against you as quickly as you can if you're on the T side. It gives you a bit more room to work with here without the grey screen.
Well, the MP5 gets a lot of hit, Chad, and, you know, for good reason a lot of the time. But here on the T side, if you buy and you're using it in banana, you know there's going to be a lot of smokes around. It can become quite useful.
That's true. The spam on through, it's the little details, isn't it? Well, they do have banana control. Top mid is the next piece of real estate that Carrigan would love to grab. smooya and Crim's passive on the site. fnatic have decided to hedge their bets with a 3-man lean over towards B. Top mid control is taken now, and we're at the 45-second mark.
Yeah, it's slow here from FaZe. Trying to drain out everything that fnatic have got. They've got one smoke left in terms of utility. And FaZe look to turn their attentions towards this A-sided attack. Crim's playing from balcony. Deagle poised. Deagle with the first shot. Rock's not expecting that, I'm sure. Luckily, Twist able to trade out smooya, but it's all on Crims. And he's got another one. 3 from Crims in the pit. And he's put fnatic into the player advantage.
That was absolutely mental shooting right there. He's going to mop this up, but Brollan takes his off. It's Rain's 1-on-2.
I don't think FaZe expected to be in this situation. Rain having to clutch out versus Brollan and Alex. He looks towards the long side. Here comes the MAC-10 around. Rin worried about his backside, is blindsided. Quickly tries to turn his attention, but somehow fnatic get all the kills.
Thank Crims for that one right there. 3 absolute blinders of shots. That first was beautiful, but the follow-up 2 were great as well, and that is stolen away from FaZe here. fnatic will get on the board early, and that was not the theme of play over there on Overpass. So great stuff from Crims. His impact felt within 2 rounds, and that was some big shooting right there. The $700 hand cannon.
he was the only player that could do anything about it. His support network was cut open. And FaZe Clan, well, starting to figure out how do they get around this one. AK out for Twist, AK for Robs as well. Couple of Deagles, couple of P250s, or just a single on Karrigan. Good bit of utility here as well for FaZe.
Yeah, issues for broky and Rain without any armor whatsoever, so they're going to want to try and avoid the early nades. Clearing out mid-early, Rain, well, he does not do that at all, and the same for broky. They've both been melted down early. Drops quickly with a fight, but he goes down to smooya, who's won a big exchange right there, because with that rifle on the ground, Karrigan's the only other player who can grab that with armor behind it. Twist turn, volley back, smoked off. Have to respect this. Karrigan was sent out to pick up the rifle, it makes sense. This is going to be a hard round to win here for FaZe. Should be much easier for fnatic now as, well, smooya grabs that one. It looked like Alex there had gotten him in a bit of a funky one.
And luckily smooya keeping his side gel up. Down for FaZe. This one's kind of fizzled out.
This is good from smooya. I like the fact he's taking some initiative, some fights, right? I think Kassad was saying momentum player. Well, a good way to get a momentum player going is to get him a couple of kills early. Brollan down, rifle scavenged. It will just be a Galil.
I think talking about smooya, he's a very emotional player. Everybody knows that, but emotional players rely on confidence, right? And he hasn't really got going at any point here at this event. If he can do that, that could be a completely different face to fnatic. We've seen initially when this team took off, there was a lot of impact out of him. 35 seconds, look how far back Alex has played watching this cross.
And you can see how safe mezii is towards the back of the side as well. He's the insurance policy as well, part of this. Spam through, flashes there, and now mezii's turn. He drops a smoke of his own design.
He's going to move out to the left side, uses that to absolute precision, takes broky and Twist out as fnatic take the lead.
And should be looking good for their third round here as well. FaZe, after they've, well, considered that one, have lost out the 4 Spy Wars. This one's not going to be an ongoing saga like the Star Wars.
It just keeps on going. It's like your strats earlier, Chad, the one we noted. You know, the old becomes the new.
Yeah. Well, in that game over there on Mirage being played, it was a Furia execute on towards A, and I think Maniac and I were in the green room. And it was such an old execute. It was back from like 2014, 2015, where they do a bit of a different A wall of smokes. It was, I think Bit would have been 10 years old when we were running that execute on Mirage back in the day. So good to see it come back into fashion.
Absolutely wild.
Now this is a French eco round right here from FaZe. They're just going to sit back, talk through their options, just have a bit of a breather, right? We know that you can wait out a lot of the CT utility, force them to reinvest here. Everything costs money in Counter-Strike. 600 for the molly, 300 for the smoke. You got the flashes at 200 apiece. If you get a kill, then there's going to be a full investment later. So every piece of utility you see limped and thrown out here to stall out the crawl of FaZe is what they're looking for. They're actually being given exactly what they're after in round number 4. Another smoke drops, but up top mid, they will have to walk into the crossfire of Alex and smooya. This should be a blender.
Absolutely, but they swing. Alex does well with 2. smooya cleans up the rest, and actually just Twist surviving. He has 2 out of that phase.
Yeah, not bad, right? They make sure they expend almost all of the utility. They get 2 kills. Those reinvestments are going to have to come on through now. But will smooya opt to bring out the AWP? That's the question. Can be very mobile with it on the CT side. Lots of different places that you can look for picks, and yeah, he will. broky, on the other hand, going to pick one up for the attack of FaZe. 5 AKs. Light util for FaZe. You can see we're talking smoke flash. Only a couple of players with 3. Nobody with a full set of nades going into this gun round. Passive smoke drop there from Twist. Very passive indeed. As Karrigan, Rain, and Rops swiftly make their way into second mid. This might be a little bit pouncier here. Karrigan's looking like he's already starting to set up some nades.
smooya in a position to come away with one, but the flash is good, so it's Crims and Alex who have to take the first 2. Great job just dealing with some of that top mid aggression from FaZe, really trying to force that brackets control, but it hasn't worked out in the favor. The T side forced back.
Lots of damage done. Unfortunately, not a single kill coming out of that. Now in the 3-on-5, things get very difficult. Twist on a project on his own. Bates out of smoke towards top banana. But they've got nothing left to attack with. It's bullets alone, and this is the trio that Karrigan said could play together for a very long time. Twists, broky, and Rops, the youngsters, the star trio of the team, need to make this one work. Back over towards banana, they pedal. All 3 residing. Need to get past smooya. Zorp now towards the back of sight.
Yeah, smooya looks to destroy their bicycle as they remove the wheels. smooya at the ready. Scoped in at coffins. Double scope on the right side, and oh my god, that is quick from broky. Mezii's turning broky. Well, just cracks it open. So easy for the AK. Rops looks down towards CT. Brollan luckily good for the headshot. And yeah, fnatic are the walking wounded right now.
Light util, a smoke, 2 flashes to make this one happen here. broky picked up the AWP. It's Twist to hold down Ruins.
Twist will certainly bide his time. fnatic needing to make their move. broky pulling him in. Flash. It's going to remove the vision of Twist, but he will now remove everything. 2 picked up, and FaZe, what a recovery. broky with just some lightning fast shots.
If that's a sign of things to come with that trio when they're alive, that's bonkers stuff. The fact that they just brute force into the B bomb site without a single lick of utility, it's bullets alone. And yeah, broky with 2 bangers there. Steal this one away from fnatic, and they're going to be scratching their head a little bit. Yeah, we held strong at top mid. We stopped out this push completely. We're in a 5-on-3 situation, and we still dropped the ball. So that one's going to sting, and understandably so. A timeout call just to get on the mic. There is enough money to spread across and go for the buy into the next round of play. And this is how it started. A shutout. It looks brilliant. And then broky, bang and bang, just straight on in. Beautiful shooting.
That first one is ridiculous because it's not even the common angle that you hold with the AWP. It's more to the right. And so smooya should actually have a millisecond extra to react, and usually that's a load for an AWPer, but broky is so quick.
Yeah, that was nice to see. Now, Rob's yet to get a kill here so far within map number 2, so it's good signs for fnatic that he is yet to get on the ball, but how long can they hold him to that? The default spread for this team. Rob's over towards the apartment position can be a real pain in the ass to deal with. The buy has come through for fnatic. It's the all back in the hands of smooya. 2 M4s for the Swedes, and the leftover Brits with the Deagle and the UMP. There is a kit for Crims as well here, so at least we have a positive in the post plant. Nade down mid. Decent chip damage done. Makes them susceptible now to the 1 bullet of the M4. Util set, we've seen it a couple of times here. It's the deeper half-wall molly in the smoke. It's almost like 3/4 pants, the way that they take that. I'd say the top banana retake can be some shorts, and when they go deep, that's a full pair of trousers. So yeah, the 3/4 is out right now.
I remember 3/4 lengths used to be somewhat fashionable. I don't really see them around too much more.
I like to show my ankles a little bit, Dinko. The most skin I have on show. Well, banana control has been taken, right? They just wait out that early util. There's no dramas. They're not taking any damage through smokes. They're not putting themselves in the firing line of extra grenades coming on through. 3 players currently residing on this B bomb site. More nades back and forth, and Carrigan's ahead of this, so we can call it clear. Looking to contact in.
Starting to move forward. Smoke is up, and Carrigan can get close, and now utility starts to commit. That'll alert Brollan to that position. He's going to come away with 2. Carrigan and Twist go down very quickly here. Now FaZe have to wonder, is their way back into the 3v5? They've done it before. And this time they're going A.
Oh, look where smooya is here. Surely he gets one and this stalls it out. They're saving. broky's going back towards spawn. They don't want anything to do with this one. So in the previous, sure, they were able to pull that one off. But I think, yeah, 1 round was a miracle. This one, not to be.
Yeah, you can't really allow yourself just to try and barrel Hail Mary up middle with a couple of seconds left, really. Especially when your economy is not in a great spot. And if you save 3 players of this AWP, that could help them out in the next one, Chad.
Yeah, so no loss bonus is going to come through for any of the FaZe players still alive here. Rain with 1k can buy some extra nades. broky can do the same, and Rops too. It is Twist and Carrigan who don't have enough. Now, in a scenario like this, you get a couple of options here. You can take another save. Loss bonus will be there, and you're going to have to wait an extra round or 2, or you can force buy in behind the saved guns, and that is the option here that they've gone for. Makes a bit more sense, right? You have more potency behind these saved rifles. 2 Tech 9s to complement what was left over, and fnatic are smiling ear from ear. They're able to get themselves some upgrades as well. Back towards Banana. Carrigan quite quick on this. Might want to charge on up.
Very quick, but Twist to the headshot. Now mezii starting to sweat a little bit, trying to throw out the utility as quickly as he can to try and slow down FaZe to allow his teammates to come back in and help him. He needs backup. He's reporting it quickly, and now mezii, he's good for one.
Everyone's here. It's a full rotation. Fnatic have gotten on the site, but they're just getting peeled away. Two players are surviving with Crimson smooya, the last two.
Oh, broky trying to be quick. He's going to start putting that bomb down, and now Karrigan climbs on top of the stack of the right side of Crims. And now smooya is trying to get involved, but he's stuck behind the smoke with his teammate down. It's not looking so great here for the British. Oh, Burn nearly gets caught on the walk to the smoke. Broky's hunting him down, and smooya at least still has an AWP, but there's numbers elsewhere. Rops is on the other side of things.
He's not holding on to this, is he?
No, what? Okay, quick shot. Surely not ready for Rops, he won't be. And that's Rops' first kill all play. So that's going to be 3 for FaZe, and that's unfortunate for Fnatic.
Yeah, and back and forth we go with the economy here. Fnatic should be on an eco right now. 3.5, well, 3.9 at the high end, 2.7 at the low. Some upgraded pistols at best here, but they were very quick with the Tech 9s. So the fact that they had the saved guns, it was actually the Tech 9s that opened up the account to get them on towards this B bomb site here, and they were just there so quickly. Fnatic tried to scramble, they rotated all of their forces, but they were locked on out. Too little, too late. Karrigan's throwing a deep top banana smoke there. Bloom towards the half wall. Gonna make sure there's no aggression coming on down banana here to deal with Twist as he throws out an 8 of his own, and Brollan will swallow that one. 12 points of health remaining. Alex, gonna be a jarring force, has multiple chances there and does take down Robs.
Luckily getting away with the one. As Rob's gonna be frustrated with that kill. But for FaZe, still plenty of time. They're going to start turning their attentions towards Banana, and currently mezii around the other side of this half wall. broky holding for an aggressive pick, but the Mac 10 of Twist should go first. Oh, he's going to be so clean on the kill of mezii. And now they just round down this B site. Twist has the smoking CT, will cross with that. And now on the B site they go, not much resistance for Fnatic.
Yeah, they picked up the AK, at least from Rops' corpse, so smooya currently has that in his hands. If we're looking at anything positive for them in a round like this, that's it. Should be tying it up 4-4. More damage done, right? Look for a couple of exits here. Crims is actually having a looky-loo himself. He's in a biff with Twist, the Mac 10 versus the Deagle, and, well, the Mac 10 reigns supreme. But this has been very back and forth in the early stages with the pistol, and then the Fnatic with the Force Buy back. Won out the Force Buy wars to set themselves up with 3 consecutive. A insane 3-on-5 for FaZe to put themselves back on the board. Then a shutout from Fnatic with a hodgepodge buy of their own, and well, here we go. We're back into the thick of things with 2 consecutive now for FaZe Clan.
Let's just think about the rounds that Fnatic have won, right? The fact that they even got into this early game was because Crims hit some ridiculous bangers with the Deags, and that got them into somewhat of the contest at the beginning of this. We haven't really seen consistency on the buys here for Fnatic yet. It's really been a scrappy game over the last few rounds. I would love to see some stability come out of them now. Yeah,
just need to sort out a quick tech issue, do Fnatic. So they've just called with a bit of a mic issue here. They should be sorting that one out. That tends to be the main problem we have as far as tech issues go.
And when it's online, it's always TeamSpeak as well.
True. That's probably TeamSpeak now, man. Look, there's got to be something. But yeah, Fnatic should have enough to get a tasty-looking buy up, especially with that saved AK from smooya. Stroking his man right there is Crims.
Yeah, you can see him in a lot of the B-roll here at Katowice. So many competitions played here, so many trophies lifted here as well.
Looks like they're good to go. So another quick one, another quick tech issue sorted. That's what we like around here, like a pit stop in and out.
Yeah, super fast stuff.
And FaZe actually have a timeout off the back of that, right? They've called a tactical timeout of their own. So it's important to do so here just to set the tone of this, because this round can set FaZe up to have a fantastic first half, right? They're able to grab another one here. It's only 2,400 as the loss bonus into the next for that of Fnatic. So this is an important round. If you're able to grab this one as FaZe, you're able to steal away all those rifles, obliterate Fnatic here, you can set yourself up on a beautiful silver platter. Run maybe even up to 6 or 7 quite quickly, right? That's what we could be looking at here. Twister's opting to hold on to the Mac 10. What type of a spawn is he looking with? He's kind of towards the front of the pack here. Him and broky. Could have him trundle up banana as quick as you like. Do a good job with the entry of the Tech 9 previously. Timeout has transpired and away we go. 3-man B lane early. Crimson smooya to defend A.
Oh, so quick from broky. Good start to the round here for FaZe, and he is going to continue Running up Banana. Utility trying to just dispel him and force him back. And oh, Brollan hunts him down. Battle of the youngsters goes to the Swede.
Just has grabbed the AWP. I'm not sure if he wants to hold on for that for too long or just deny it as Brollan continues to creep forward behind this smoke. Calls logs clear.
That's huge.
That was a sound cue. I'm not sure if Twist would have heard that.
Well, certainly going back to check anyway. He rattles a few shots through the smoke, and now Alex tested from porch. He has got Crims outside again with him. Crims will be the first drawing the distraction, allowing Alex to be set up for a couple. Crims good for 2, and now Rob's left in the 1v3.
Oh, this is one of Rob's strengths is in the clutch here, but a 1-on-3 is going to be a tall task for anybody. Alex is in graveyard now. What a reposition this has been.
Yeah, it's hard to get into this one if you're Rob's. Got a smoke and a flash available. Still got so many players to think about here.
Just by cutting noise here and not showing himself, mezii will eventually have to rotate back over towards the B bomb side, but Alex is starting to leer on in.
Oh, and the timing could have been worse. Robs looks away. Alex is 5 for fnatic. Such an important round for them to find.
Yeah, so there's still money right now for the buy of FaZe to come on through, and they can get the purchases up on everybody other than Robs. Might have to be a lighter buy for him or a drop from a teammate. Let's see how merciful old Carrigan's feeling right now. Robs has got the Tech 9 out, nothing behind it. No AWP retained for fnatic here, so smooya will have to operate with an M4 here. He went down very early on that wide peak mid. broky booked him. Round number 10, let's see, do we continue the back and forth affair here?
Utility bombarding FaZe clan in Banana. They're trying to be very quick.
Oh, that's gonna sting.
That is huge. FaZe at least keep all 5 players up, but they are softened down.
Hey, Robs, maybe come back over, mate. I got a present for you, says Twists.
Yeah, take this. I'd love to see Robs on the AK in this round with Twist down to 5. And that is a great start for fnatic. There we go. Exchange of weapons.
Bit of a mother's meeting over there towards the squeaky door. So at least he's got the AK back in his hands here. But again, a bit more of an offensive mid-hold. If you notice from fnatic, they tend to be keeping this mid-control with multiple members.
Yeah, and it's been working. They've really found a lot of impact. FaZe have struggled to get the brackets. Alex is again going to swing this time with a flash. Oh, and he's got to drop back. Alex with a 3rd kill. FaZe clan just really struggling to deal with his top mid pressure. And smooya's alongside of him. That's the bomb loose, and now Robs goes down to smooya as well. fnatic keep it clean again.
They're going to have to start using some more utility here to get this top mid control, right? We're going to have to see a molly top of porch, maybe one under the porch as well, applying a bit more pressure early towards halls, because once that happens, once you apply pressure to your halls player, usually the mid players have to drop on back a little bit. So might need to see something a little bit more A-heavy out the gates early here from FaZe, as opposed to this banana control, because that half-wall utility, or a little bit deeper, the 3/4, as I think I've dubbed it, is just stifling out FaZe's control over towards B. And they're just down to pistols here, so fnatic, of course, corrected. Now they can set themselves up for a very strong CT half here.
Great to see them getting into this series. You know how good their T-side were yesterday. So getting themselves a nice buffer here could certainly help matters out. Rob's really slow to start here at the moment. 1 and 8. I think they haven't really been finding too much space towards the A side, so he hasn't really been ever in the position to get something done.
No, and when you're the halls player, right, you want to be a little bit lurky. Your team needs to get success elsewhere, at least trying, because you're up in halls, you want to pull the pit player out, he rotates site, Robs can kill him as he's rotating away. Can do similar scenes as what we saw in Overpass, where he walks through Monster, he can walk out halls for a pick, but just haven't had enough opportunities just yet. Brollan holding an off angle here. There's not a flash to push him off the line, but a deagle bullet, and they're going to run through this, mezii.
Oh, FaZe still charging forward, but mezii again deals with it well. That's 2 picks that slows down this FaZe clan side and allows smooya to come back in to help them out. Now the cross of 3 into the crosshair of smooya. mezii looks to close, but it's smooya that will claim 3. It is fnatic with 7, and that held pretty clean. When Twist has a lightning fast shot like that, you start to get worried, but handled very well by mezii.
Yeah, I think it's because we saw what broky did a little bit earlier, right?
Yeah,
Maybe we'll get flashbacks, see if he can do that again. But so far, we're getting some good impact from Alex with multi-kill. smooya's here to play. Crims was the player who got this party started. And it's Brollan and mezii who are the 2 of the little rifling superstars of this team that are currently down the bottom. So wait until they get an opportunity to shut things down. 7-4. 5 back, no AWP for broky. Galil in lieu of that, and Utila's still skimp on here. FaZe haven't been in the best position as far as the buys go throughout this first half. bombardment of nades. Rain takes a chip. Only 9 damage done, so...
Yeah. I mean, there's a blanket of mollies usually thrown down Banana. fnatic have used a good bit of utility just to force FaZe out of that, but FaZe haven't really challenged, they haven't contested.
Yeah, and what I was talking about, to get this mid control, they might have to opt to use a bit more utility. So there's the long smoke coming out, a molly to land over towards Porch, and there you go, right? They have to use this extra utility. They're getting corralled, they're getting kept in their places.
Yeah, smooya swinging out.
Brave.
That's amazing from smooya. He's actually come away with a kill on Karrigan.
This is looking like a whole different team so far. Smoke fading.
Oh, smoke fades away just at the right time, Alex. With one on Rain, and again, just stifling the play of FaZe. They can't get this brackets controlled cleanly at all.
Yeah, 3 on 5 again here.
Really trying to throw everything at it right now for FaZe.
Yeah, look, I think Alex might even push through this smoke. He loves a cheeky little smoke crawl.
Oh, he doesn't want to give away the pick here, luckily. Because on the other side, there was a rifle waiting for him.
How do you break this back of the site, though? It's not like it's a coffin CT defense. They're both all the way in the back of B here. This is going to be very difficult to get through.
Yeah, Brollan has that one-way lined up again. That smoke that throws down just below him, and he can set himself up on the back 2 box. Here he goes again. It's mezii, making sure that Twist can't move forward, and now broky drops the last 2 remaining. They don't even need to see Brollan because mezii's just taking them all down.
Easy as you like right there. Great defense on the B site. They retained mid control the entire time. It meant that you didn't need a B rotated to B and float towards A. Nobody went down. This is perfect stuff. A bank is now established for fnatic as well. So as we look at the tail end of this half, they're looking like they're in a great position here to hit double digits.
It feels like they've got into a rhythm, right? It feels like they've got into the system. And the bracket control is huge. They're always taking at least a kill there, or FaZe just not getting that control, denying them info. But mezii's been so good at that back B as well.
It's quite clear the game plan for fnatic here not to give up brackets without a fight, right? They don't want to have the rotations played against them. They just want to win out the biff in the battle, as Brollan's done here onto Karrigan, who's gone searching on his lonesome towards top banana. Now the Molotovs can come on out. Now they can flush the rats out of the system. broky, oh, he didn't use the smoke, and, well, Twist goes down because of it.
Twist not going to be happy about that. broky looking to try and recover. Oh, somehow, some way, able to find Brollan. Wasn't even trying to kill Brollan, ends up getting a nice little shot, landing at the right spot. And that is going to give at least a kill for FaZe as fnatic start to transition another player back over to this B site. It's Alex making the call for himself to move.
If they can get up and get this rifle, which they have in the hands of Rain,
yeah.
Rops has a little bit of armor, right? Now, look, it's not head armor, but it's armor nonetheless. Now, Rops has been very quiet. If there was ever going to be a moment for him to step up, this could be it.
He's going to try and move forward, clearing all the close positions, but Alex is good from CT. He's not really getting too much ground too quickly here. Smoke will go down to CT, but they're still being held off. Rops down to 1 HP, dinked through the smoke. Alex takes a lot of it. Again, Rops so low. He's trying to wait out an itchy. He doesn't really want to get caught by that, so eventually when they don't throw it initially, Rops puts the bomb down. Money confirmed at least for FaZe in this round, and Rops positioned himself in the coffins. They're inviting fnatic into the crosshairs, and oh, Rops, he's got a player very low right in front of him, but will he look the right way? He turns and finds one. broky with a follow-up. How are they doing this? Alex in a 1v2, and now he has to try and take them away from the site. broky's in second orange, and he's down.
God.
How have they done that?
Absolute daylight robbery right there. How have they pulled that off? They were so low on HP, they were completely pinned. The utility was all in fnatic's favor. How have the two of them snatched that away? You've had a 3-on-5 with Twist, Rops, and broky, and now those two with 2-on-4 post-plant situation on the B site. I would be stunned. How have you dropped the ball on this?
This is how it starts, Chad. With that shot, ridiculous. Rops with the awareness of how to just transition all these spots, and broky backing him up. Just unbelievable they are able to find a way back into that.
That's crazy. I thought maybe they'd get mezii. The way that they position themselves at second oranges
Yeah.
and coffins, you can play off of each other there, but broky bodyguards Rops, and broky gets it all done, just keeping the Dougs alive on the board there, the two of them. They convert. What a crazy round from FaZe, 8-5.
And that gets them right back in this half, right? This could have been a strong finish from fnatic, but with that round, that puts FaZe Clan back in a position where they can maybe push for 7.
Okay, well, this half just changed its tune. That should have been the 9th round confirmed for fnatic there, bearing down on double digits, but I guess they can still get 10. It's not over just yet, but I'd be a little bit rattled with how that one unfolded. Oh, now finally fnatic looking. They want to Give up this mid control. Alex and Crims are not playing a heavy stack. They've actually decided that B seems to be a bit of a problem here because 2 of the key rounds they've lost have been over towards the second letter of the alphabet. It's not a boost on Porch. It's not a man bearing down with the AWP. They're going to have to give up mid control here on the basic utility. There's the smoke, the flash. They're running Alex down.
Oh, and he's going to try and throw the volley, but Twist hunts him down, removes him from the round, and now Crims' turn. He's been fantastic, in particular from this position. When challenged, and Crims certainly will be challenged. Eventually, Rops is too much to handle, but he's done well to keep it even. And now Twist, running out of ammo, having to drop back. Brollan swings and Rops on the headshot. It's all on smooya. The clutch needed for the AWPer. 9 rounds for fnatic if he's able to pull this off, but they know where he's coming from. They've smoked him up, and now he's coming to the side. And broky decides to fight him close with a Deeg. And that's 6 rounds for FaZe Clan. And they are now heading into the last round of the first half with a lot of hype around. You can see just smiles on their faces. They know they've got energy in the team right now.
Yeah, maybe just keep broky on the Deagle. He doesn't need an AWP. Yeah, all his impact's coming with that. $700 hand cannon. Absolutely smashing right now. Well, the buy is back. It is Alex down to a 5-7, and we've seen that come back into fashion here throughout IEM Katowice. Quite a few players operating with it. No kit. smooya's AWP.
This is more assertive from Brollan. Oh, and he's got away with it. broky through the smoke is removed first. Crims in the apartments as well. Quite an aggressive stance right now from fnatic.
And this is when they've done their best work, when they take the fight, right? Where they haven't been dictated to. So Crims should be good for this. Look at the wrong way. Rain goes down. More information gathered for FaZe, but the bodies continue to fall as smooya's chance.
Yeah, smooya. I think be ready for that. Oh, I love that. That is such a good little detail. Crims runs past smooya to fake out the steps that draws Rops into the peak of the AWP.
Yeah, hook, line, and sinker right there. And now back towards the B bomb site where Brollan and mezii just burrow in.
Brollan. Didn't have a shot there. Smoke just pops enough to allow Carrigan across. Carrigan now moving forward swiftly. Oh, angle from mezii is difficult to read, but Carrigan still bests him. And now it's just Twist 1v4. AWP, quick shot, very quick shot indeed from Twist, and unfortunately for him, can't find a second. A 9-6 half for fnatic, great recovery as they're back into this series. We'll see if they can close it and send us to 3 after this break. He's going to have to deal with broky, who gives up his position just at the wrong time. And Rops pushed from 2 sides. Crims able to come through with a headshot. And now they know the numbers are coming, eh? Can broky deal with it? Often a pistol guard, and now he's found the first smooya down, but can't read on the left side of Brollan. And now it is all onto the remaining players to Twist, Carrigan, and Rand to get themselves back into this.
Carrigan's actually crept into the grave here quite quickly of broky. He's made some steps. His position is noted. Rock in a hard place behind him. The shots aren't landing, and mezii will deal with him. Just 2 to find now.
Yeah, they're going to boost over this moto smoke. They're really trying to find something, but at this point, FaZe, they have to call it off.
Yeah, back off. Save the Kevlar right here. You got absolutely destroyed on that, and I love how quick they were to react on Brollan's, on broky's position. It was Brollan who jumped straight out the halls and just dealt with him immediately right there. And that all comes down to the timing, because the whole point of that was to leave broky in the boiler position position to cover off that exact push. Crim slipped through just as Rob started to get aggressive, and they walked straight into the onslaught of the fnatic players who were able to pick up a huge pistol round here. Now remember in the first half, FaZe won the pistol but lost the force. If fnatic can convert this, they are in such a good position here to grab this map and send us to Mirage as the third. If they can keep them in this weird position, right, we are going to see the force buy come out of FaZe, but just want to paint this picture here because FaZe going in for a buy like this, they lose this, they have to take an eco, and then their first gun round's still going to be a little bit spotty, right? If they're able to get through those rounds, FaZe are never going to have a great buy necessary to lock this down. You want to make sure they're in a pressured position where maybe someone always has a FAMAS or they're always lacking a couple of grenades, because that's one way to close this down. You talk about the wall of the FaZe clan players. You got Twists and I believe Rops playing over towards A to lock that down, broky on the arch side, and Rain and Karrigan over towards B. So if you're able to push them into a position where things feel awkward as far as the buys go, fnatic can win this. Alex can call his way around the map, make sure to continue the pressure points on Karrigan and his boys.
Yeah, and yesterday that was a big talking point. His Inferno T-sides look fantastic. A lot of cool rounds out of that. So I can certainly do it.
That long smoke is very important. It's actually completely denied vision for Karrigan and Twist, but broky's retained some mid control with the scout from the short side. Rain will drop a smoke of his own in response to the pressure coming in top banana now. Smoke on Rops, Molotov for Rain, a HE for Karrigan. That's all the utility you have left on the FaZe clan side. fnatic, on the other hand, have everything they need to go for a bit of a set piece, but they're actually starting to gear back up towards A. Through the apartments they go. Rops will be the one that they have to deal with here. They will overrun broky, right? Rops has to get multiple kills here because broky only has the scout, and if they're in his face, it's going to be hard to hit some shots.
If broky can soften them up, though, as well, that would help out the team of Rops, but Rops only good for one, broky for none.
And insta-death right there on the two of them. I'm sure Rops is wishing that the Deagle still wasn't nerfed so he could put a couple of bullets to the
just
belly.
Body shot, melt all of them down.
And the only option for the remaining FaZe clan players is to save. So Rain, Karrigan, and Twist, they'll stay perched over towards the B bomb site, hold on to what they have, and bring that into the next round of play. Now, look, that means it's going to be more difficult for fnatic in the next rounds, right? They're going to have to worry about these Deagles, but it still should be destined to be their 12th, 11th. Well, it's done and dusted now as the bomb is halfway ticked.
This is good for fnatic, though. The fact that their Inferno looks this good in this competition. The fact that, okay, this is FaZe Clan's pick. They're getting picked into this, and fnatic looking real deadly on this.
I like the fact as well that fnatic in both days have been able to bounce back after being blown out,
yep.
right? After just an absolute drubbing, right? Maps where they were a non-issue, right? There was only... Oh, there wasn't even highlight rounds at all.
Yeah,
so
I mean, 2 rounds, 5 rounds, that's all they picked up across 2.
Exactly. And when you look at that, you think, okay, well, most teams, they'd find themselves a bit down in the dumps, but in a best of 3, you have so many more rounds to play. You got 2 more whole maps to counter-strike. That's where you need the reset. And not only that, part of that is believing, right? Believing that you can do it. Well, they already have the blueprint. They did it yesterday against the G2. I'm sure they feel like they can do it against Nico's old home of FaZe. So here we go. Those saved pistols carried on through. Rops has upgraded in again here, so that's curious to know. It is a little bit more deadly than initially anticipated, but only slightly as top mid is about to get real messy.
Oh, super messy flashes go through and Rops. Oh my god, Rops, he's found 3. That is just destroyed fnatic and now given an AK to the young Estonian. And he is looking for more. He goes to the apartments. It's a headshot for Rops. All 5 on the table for him. And smooya stops that from happening, but oh, that is the Rops effect right there.
Exactly that. Exactly that. Up close and personal towards the top mid smoke. They knew they were up against a low buy, and fnatic just started to flash through a mid smoke against pistols. You don't love to see it, but you do if you're a FaZe fan. That was just an absolute mauling top mid there. Destroyed, and well, fnatic, they're going to have to be scratching their heads a little bit. What do we do now? Buy back in, Mac 10s, couple of AK-47s, but that's given the door for FaZe to get back into things. AK carried through. Galil, a Mac 10, so they have so many bonus weapons at a round like this that they wouldn't have had. Otherwise, it's a B-rush.
And Karrigan's looking to make some bank. He goes on in. Smoke is there and helps out for Alex. At least Rain is still up, and he's throwing an itchy heat-sticky missile towards Alex's feet. And that was a real skirmish. That was messy and banana.
Yeah, and that's the response immediately to losing through a top mid pop flash play. They just go, well, let's rush B. So pace seems to be a problem for fnatic here. They're actually running into the brick wall that is the FaZe clan. And with Brollan so low, feels like this one here is done. So Twist has been spotted on the jiggle. Drops the smoke as the response here. broky and Rop still retain complete mid control and holes control, so they know that it is likely to be this B finish, and surely they don't want to run through the smoke again.
They're going to try and boost it. Twist has moved his way towards CT. Twist will have to challenge smooya. Ends up coming out on top. And again, that booster rate is up there. Will Brollan check it? He has traded out 1-for-1 versus Twist. Aware that there is a second B player somewhere, but where is he? That's the question. And do they read Rain's position up here on this ledge? He's climbing on the top of oranges right now, and oh, it might be the ruins play. The spot's in first, and then it indeed is. broky with the headshot.
Okay, good stuff there. Good stuff handled, but it just felt like a bit of an odd call again from fnatic. 2 back-to-back rounds where they've tried to brute force their way into key areas of the map, and they've just been dealt a dud hand time and time again. This is going to push them down to economic disadvantage where we should see an eco here. We're just highlighting the calling on the T side. Well, the last couple have just tried to be done through pace. When you look at Overpass, it was all about default spread, taking your time, waiting out the util, getting a pick, playing the mid round. This is the exact opposite. So we do see 5 Glocks brought on in. The starter pistols, the P shooters. Drops has some action going on in halls right now. He's been able to get both. More damage done down mid. Alex goes too, and well, they've made another round nice and quick as mezii is hoping to slip through his teammate's corpse's lie and get the bomb down, but there's still 3 players on A.
Yeah, feels impenetrable right now for mezii. Turning our attentions to this next buy that's going to come up for fnatic. You know, we talk about how easy and great it looked for them actually coming into the start of the second half. With that round with Drops, it really has taken away that strong foothold.
Yeah, and here's the deal right now that FaZe are back in contention, looking like they could get this done in 2. They would be the 4th team to lock themselves in for the Spodek. We've had Na'Vi just toppled out of Furia. Yesterday we had Heroic lock themselves in. And of course, Virtus.pro have been looking strong since the addition of Flit.
Yeah.
Those 4 teams, now we don't know if they're going to be in the quarterfinals on the Friday or the semifinals on the Saturday just yet. That will be determined tomorrow for most. But we do know that the winner of this matchup will be the 4th team to join those 3.
smooya. AK in hand, not enough money to get that big green. The challenge of Brollan that starts first and has worked out. Red's head gone. Good flash from Alex, and that sets up Karrigan's death as well. And now FaZe is the panic system. They have to try and get back here. broky trying to slow them, but Brollan runs right through the molly. Flash out from broky. Smoke up at the coffin. Does he play around it? He does. He goes through it. Feeling like a risk is needed, and unfortunately for him, a kill does not come from it.
Needs to be a save here. I know they have a lot of cash left over. Try and get exits, try and punish fnatic in that way, but going for a 2-on-5 retake of the B bomb side. Best of luck, boys. They do backpedal their way out. Both residing over towards the library position right now. But good stuff there from fnatic. Good opening from Brollan. Just having a little bit of a look through the brackets. We were talking about this earlier. The upper bracket final, Heroic versus VP. That one for Group A is going down tomorrow. That's 4 p.m. And for Group B, which is where we currently are situated, Na'Vi beating Furia set themselves up in the upper final. Winner of this will meet Na'Vi. So all the teams who have had a hard go of things here in the upper bracket still get a chance to battle through in the lowers. Vitality versus Gambit would be the main fixture on today's, fixture.
Yeah, absolutely. That game is the one to keep your eyes on.
That's on the A stream with Scrawny and Launders coming up at 7:30, so you don't want to miss that one. But there's the money still through for FaZe. I don't have any AKs as they all went down to the hunt of fnatic. Warning shot of the AWP for broky here. Molly to slow down an early push. smooya will have to play ahead of it as not to get burnt down or be in no man's land. Some Rops over towards the pit position early. Karrigan rotating over towards the A side to fill the void that broky left. He's brought the AWP over towards B.
Taking the time to get in. Good positions on Banana. Brollan boosted up on the logs, trying to get a better vantage point to see if there is any movement on the other side of those smokes.
Bit of an issue here for FaZe. They have absolutely no info. If they get executed on B, it's going to be a 2-on-5 situation as smooya comes back through the chicken pit.
Oh, broky, he's going to try and hold to be explosive upon the first time of asking. Dropping back to a tighter angle.
Here in the nades.
Here comes the utility. They know. Maybe heavy numbers from fnatic heading in towards this B side. This time they switched out the op for Rain's rifle and it hasn't gone well. Karrigan luckily gets a double. That's huge from Karrigan. Blinded and through the smoke. Brollan and Alex both hit the deck.
He needs a flash.
Yeah, broky really needs some help here. He's just buying time. He's making it uncomfortable for them, and that smoke, it will start to fade away, and broky has come away with one. His IGL helps him out, and suddenly it is smooya thrust into the 1v4 total. First kill already found. He sees the smoke, and that might just help him. Smokes it out towards CT. Oh, they're close to it, but unfortunately for smooya, not finding that. And again, Karrigan towards the ruin side. He's in a good position, and smooya starting to try and throw the AWP away.
Hey, look at him, he's jumping up and over. Smooya, you gotta die! You gotta die, Smooya! All right. He does go down before time, and look, that was smart, right? Because he was attempting to deny the AWP for broky. Little does he know, Karrigan can drop one, Rops as well. But Karrigan, a bit of a guardian angel right there for broky. 2 through the smoke. That was the difference maker right there. The luck of Karrigan on that spam is absolutely everything. You catch it here, just holding down the trigger as they run on through. broky with another, and yeah, as soon as Karrigan takes down mezii, poor smooya on his lonesome right in the back of the site. No time, option. No chance.
I mean, smooya, unfortunately, going to have to continue without his op.
Yeah, and they probably could have made it work if they wanted to prioritize it here, but we have spoken about this time and time again. I'm sure you hear the analyst desk talk about it. We mentioned in the cast how difficult it can be to AWP on the T side of a map like Inferno. The utility is so constricting, it makes it difficult to apply the trade with the big green.
Well, we did see Jude 2 trying to run a new meta. They were double AWPing on T side.
That's right. I'm curious as to how that one fell apart there, but they won the round. Quickly as well, broky and Twist, 18 kills apiece. Those two are going beast mode here. Continuing with the deep scuttle nade down mid. This time, mezii cops a bit of it. They've quickly smoked off towards long. They're applying a lot more pressure mid here quickly. Rops and Twists are passive, so this isn't going to make them too worried. Rain and Karrigan still on B, and I think they want to go quickly on this.
Yeah, they're sending a lot of numbers here. Everybody's coming back. In fact, 5 players for fnatic inside of Banana ready to go. Rain has had a quiet time. Maybe this is the round. He can get something done. They are ahead of it, but Karrigan cleaning up again. It's just one. This time around, he won't be able to get the multi-kill. And Rain, unfortunately, without a single pick in this round just yet. He is still up, though. Let's go in to try and soften up some of these fnatic players. A couple of them are damaged already.
They're all coming through CT here. They've got some smokes, some flashes, and some molotovs to work with as part of this retake. Smoke top Banana, mollies towards the back of the side, the flash and the go. Damage done. Rops has found one.
And Rops, that kill could make a difference here. Mezii's towards Banana, playing inside of the smokes, taking a bit of a risk moving forward, and here comes the utility. And it's so clean from mezii and Brollan and smooya, backing them up. It's all on broky. And he's not given the time nor the opportunities really to get back in here for FaZe. fnatic locking him out. And they will start to look towards their 13th. Still in this one, fnatic. Nice shot. Everybody goes down though. On the way out the door, so 13-10. fnatic now 3 away from sending us to map 3.
This is a real crunch moment here in the game. I think FaZe might want to take a timeout just to talk this one through. In the next round of play, they only get the $1,900 loss bonus, but their money is in a position where they can get up an assortment of rifles, and you're actually seeing that buy manifesting already. Both teams are in this very rocky situation. I love the call out of Alex here. Show so much pressure towards that A site and then immediately execute on towards B. Unable to win out the trade game there, and fnatic, they come out on top with some nice shots, but look how weird this buy is. 2 MP9 to Deagle, Famas, and M4 up against the Galil, Mac-10, and AKs on the other side of things. A very important round right here. This could determine the game. And this is why fnatic are acting a little bit slower, but they could be popping through. Util is set up. I think they're coming quick.
Oh, Rops is going to have to try and deal with this. There's Twist on the double kill. Rops goes down and Twist goes back in, but unfortunately can't come away with much more. Crim's able to keep the odds even here as he moves forward. fnatic, FaZe trying to get the numbers back over from B.
It's the weak weaponry for the retake here. The util is slowing things. It's making it more janky, but this is so difficult.
Yeah, that's a massive problem right now for FaZe. They're going to have to try and work their way through and figure out a big question. They need a big answer out of the weaker weapons here. Rain getting in the mix, close in the smokes. Can he get anything out of this? A player right above him. Spots in smoke, fades away.
No.
Unfortunately for him, no kill. Karrigan's good for 1, but that's all. And now broky, once again, not really in a position where this one is winnable.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. This is really falling apart for FaZe. fnatic again, just these reactive calls, and broky trying to hold onto the Galil. He's hearing some steps. Upgrading into the AK on the kill, but no, smooya gets a chance to pivot, and that's 14 now for fnatic.
Look at the money here for FaZe as well. We'll have to talk about that because they just do not have anything right now. This is surely 15 for fnatic.
It was an all-in call. That buy that they just went with all-in. They had to win that. Now they're up against the ropes. It's an eco. Most likely they'll give away 15 and then they need 5 consecutive rounds just to go to OT. And here's that timeout. 1 remaining after this to discuss their options through. But fnatic, just 2 more needed to take us to map number 3, Mirage. You can check that one out on the top right-hand side of the screen. First map picked by fnatic, went the way of FaZe. Inferno map number 2, and well, if we continue down this course, we'll be stealing it away from them are fnatic, and then Mirage if needed. Good showing here from a lot of the members on the fnatic side of things. Crims has had his moments. Smooya with a good game, 20 kills to his name. Brollan 19, and Alex with his impact 17. Oh, they've gone for the buy. They've actually gone for the buy. Okay, well...
We've seen them win these.
Yeah, we have. But look, throughout this entire game, the T side and the CT side, you know, a lot of their buys have been not great, right? They've been suboptimal. It's probably a good way to look at it. It's been emissions or it's been lacking utility. Same again here. They will need the individuals to step up and show us what they've got on the Deagles. Yeah, banana control, sure. That is a positive early, but not a lot of util to hold this at bay. They really need someone to step up with a couple of kills, and look how far forward mezii and Alex already are.
Yeah, we need some magic, really. Maybe Robs is the player to get it done. Maybe broky. A lovely headshot to start things off. Smoke ain't great, though.
Oh, they've still got this top mid control. smooya and Crims. mezii in the boiler. Brollan, the tail end of the pack here. 4 players towards. They're creeping. They're creeping for mid control here.
And there's close position with the deagle. Twist, unfortunately, with nothing, but Karrigan has got a kill. But that opens up the archway. If they want to use it, Karrigan trying to cut it off, and smooya luckily will bring down the MP9 of Karrigan. Where do fnatic go with this one? Do they challenge down Robs? Do they try and get into that fight? There is 40 seconds still left, but now Rain is coming back, and he's watching the library.
Oh, what a miss!
That was so free right there for Rain. So unfortunate. smooya takes him down, and now that's the path to the B site completely open.
And I feel like they may as well try and go for this one here. Look, we know that they put all their eggs in this basket. This is with the all-in, but they've taken down Krim. smooya's low, the 2-on-2, it's possible.
And when Robs has an AK, you've got to start thinking about this possibility. broky now with one as well. fnatic, they need to hold on. There isn't a kit in play right now on these 2 players, so that is a problem here alongside utility. So right now, smooya's position at CT, I don't know if they're going to think about this as a real possibility. Eventually, they'll start to gleam around the area. Brollan back to his new boxes, pull their attentions away, and now smooya swings, and fnatic will get it. 15 rounds. FaZe always make those rounds scary, but fnatic will pull through.
It's difficult in smooya's position there, and I know that sounds crazy to say because essentially he's sitting there going, he's baiting his teammate. But if you swing out early and you go down, then they're going to isolate Brollan towards the back of the site. So to be reserved enough and to trust your teammates' communication enough to know when to swing. Good stuff there from smooya. You have to feel like Rain, you know, in transition there. Maybe if he was standing still, the deagle bullet connects, and that's a different looking round. But up against it, another bad buy. M4, pistols, and a FAMAS walk into round number 26.
Sounds like the start of a bad joke. Right now, Brollan starts to clear out top banana. fnatic, they know they're in the driver's seat here. FaZe, even if they win this round.
You look at this game and you start to recount some of the rounds that we've seen. A 3-on-5 from FaZe on the T side. The 2-on-4 situation for Robs and broky on the B side. Robs top mid with the deagle in his hands. This game is not as close as the scoreline reads. fnatic have been the better team throughout this year. They just need one more to close it.
They're about to come through the smoke. Alex just rips Rain apart. Now Karrigan's turn, and he will fall quite swiftly. It is on to 3 players left for FaZe to think about a retake, and for fnatic, I think they're feeling good about their chances here. broky, nice shot, traded out quickly, but after by smooya. Now we look to Twist and Robs, the 2 rifles still up.
Surely not.
Have the flank as well. Crims could just be the player to end it and send us to map 3. 1 headshot is his. Robs now alerted to it. Now he knows. Now he knows it's done. 16-10. fnatic answer back. They bite back here on Inferno, showing their prowess yet again here at IEM Katowice. To decide this one, we have to head to a 3rd.